But maybe I'm wrong. Well, I guess a lot of people do it. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it. Like a lot of things. Morning. Good morning. It's just after 6 o'clock. We're gonna try Everest Basecamp today. Way up to 78. So that's not gonna be very fun. It's gonna go a lot slower than we thought. I'll show you a little bit of the setup. Got our TV and fan number 1. And my biggest fan over here. What is an Everest? It is a bike ride in which the elevation gain during the activity equals that of the height of Mount Everest, which I believe is just under 9,000 meters of elevation gained. Has to be done in one activity, no sleep. You can do it indoors, virtually, or outdoors. Just has to be this repetitions made on the same hill. You can't do a loop. Is the open jersey too much, or should I zip it up? Honestly, I never wear a jersey when I'm training inside, but it felt like a little bit much to just spend several minutes on camera without a shirt on. But maybe I'm wrong. Well, I guess a lot of people do it. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it. Like a lot of things. There, we'll meet halfway. Jersey's on, but it's open. As it would be outside. Well, so we're just starting our 3rd ascent of Alp du Zwift as part of our training program for doing a virtual virtual-Everest, hopefully next week sometime. So I thought, why not have a crack at trying to pace the half Everest appropriately, and then see how we feel about how much power we put out and how our nutrition and hydration strategy went. And it's just good training overall. So make sure I drink at least that liter per ascent, roughly like an hour 10 minutes. So I've got this one bottle of Gatorade, 1.5 tablespoons. Honestly, can't remember what's all in it. I think it's like roughly 80 calories and some measure of sodium. I think there's like maybe 18 grams of carbs, or it's not that much. But and the second bottle is just water. Kind of between the ascents, you have about 10 minutes of descending where you can just kind of step off the bike and your avatar will roll all the way down the hill. Just kind of cheating in some ways, because you don't have to pay attention and you can use this time to refill your bottles. As far as pacing strategy goes, I'm really just trying to hit somewhere over 200 watts, which I actually don't know how many watts per kilo that is at the moment. Unfortunately, I'm about 2 kilograms heavier than I was before Christmas, and right now I'm like between 77 and 78 kilos. But pre-Christmas I was right down to 75, which is about the lightest I've ever been since maybe like high school. So that's a little bit disappointing when you're doing a climbing event. So we'll see. I've got a week left before the actual Everest attempt. If we can get our way in to be even like 76 kilos, that would be pretty super, but we'll not hold out any hope for that to happen. It just means it's going to take a little bit longer. One thing I failed to realize is that at this power output, or this many watts, there is really no spinning to win. You have to periodically get out of the saddle, mix things up. But at this power, it's hard to get your cadence above 60. Typically I want to sit somewhere between like 80 and 95. But to get there, even in my easiest gear, you have to be putting out over 300 watts. So I just started my 5th ascent. We're at 4,200 meters elevation gain. Only need a few hundred more. Good news is I feel great. I feel fine. Legs still feel fairly fresh or primed, all things considered. The bad news is we are just approaching the 6-hour mark. So it's going to be maybe a 13-hour day moving time next week, if not longer. So good news is I feel great. Bad news is we're in for a really long day, no matter what. So we just rounded the corner. We've got 500 meters left of the final ascent, or the 5th ascent. So we'll give it a good whirl to the finish here. 300 meters. $150. And there we are. And zip all the way back down. 5,225 meters of elevation gain. And we got the lightweight wheels. What a coincidence. Awesome. I'm glad I did that last stretch because we'll be using those wheels next week. Awesome, that was so worth it. What a world we live in. Alright, that's it for me. Peace out.